Today, we used to seeing stars from diverse backgrounds on television, but it wasn't always that way, and one of the first to break through was an unlikely name. The unmistakable Shirley Bassey, giving a show-stopping performance of one of her legendary hits at the Royal Albert Hall in 1972. Seen here at the very top of her career, Bassey's the diva who would ultimately become a dame, a bona fide British superstar. Bassey had shot to stardom a decade earlier. It was her stunning appearance on the 1961 Royal Variety performance that would change her life forever.
It's fabulous, Shirley Bassey.
Being invited to perform by royal command was the ultimate validation. The sign Shirley Bassey had really hit the big time.
Oh boy, I'm lucky. I'll say I'm lucky. This is my lucky day.
The passion with which she delivered was completely unique.
She is a powerhouse, fantastic. The panache, the passion, the sexiness of it.
Her performance made a massive impact, and although unremarked upon at the time, Bassey became the first British-born black star to break through on television.
What you were looking at was not a black woman, not a white woman, not a Welsh woman. You were looking at a woman.
As long as he needs me.
Shirley Bassey, I think, for me, I didn't even realise that Shirley Bassey, not realise she was black, of course I know she's black, but I think there was a part of me that kind of didn't even register Shirley Bassey as a black person. I think there was so much said about her being Welsh.
Broadcast live for the first time to a huge TV audience, the Royal Variety performance was a major national occasion.
If you saw a variety show, which was the culmination of entertainment that year, you know, the royals were far more significant in those days, and to have the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh sitting there in the box and all the big stars on stage all together, it was a massive event.
Yes, I'm a tramp and I love it, and I wish you all were coming my way. Yeah.
Bassey returned to the Royal Variety stage in 1965, the show watched by a staggering 24 million viewers.
Yes, I'm a lady, but I
Shirley Bassey broke ground in that she had a massive appeal. She was loved from everyone from the working class to royalty, and it was because of this exceptional voice.
but if life can't disguise what you feel.
Next, she conquered America with chart-topping records, and her stardom then went global with her iconic theme for a James Bond movie, the first of 3, more than any other artist.
Mr. Goldfinger.
Bassey was becoming a glamorous international star, a world away from her humble Welsh roots. Born to a Nigerian father and an English mother in the poor area of Cardiff called Tiger Bay, she'd left school at 14. After making her name locally, performing in the pubs and clubs, she was spotted working in a touring variety show, and her journey to stardom began. In time, a firm favourite with the royals, Shirley Bassey would go on to top the bill on the Royal Variety Show on many more occasions in the decades ahead. Again, more times than any other star.
There seemed to be the upper echelons of British show business, if you like, people that were all stars. And by stars, I mean not celebrities, but stars.
Bassey's career was turbocharged through the 60s and 70s. After a few television specials, she made history by becoming the first British black performer to be given her own TV series. And what an incredible show it was.
I do remember the Shirley Bassey show, and the BBC spent a lot of money on it. And she would be standing there singing in a variety of fabulous gowns and capes.
It was a great series because she wasn't just in a studio.
Clear the decks, clear the tracks. We've got nothing to do but relax.
They took her out on boats and aeroplanes and all sorts. I think she parachuted out of a plane in one, singing Diamonds Are Forever or whatever it was.
Baby, everything's coming up roses and daffodils.
She was presented as this international star.
Shirley was someone that viewers would have been drawn to because not only was she glamorous and extrovert, she had the voice. And that was a voice that you had to turn on the television and listen to.
She was a staple on TV for decades. She's enormously talented. She has a huge amount of charisma. Shirley Bassey was a real black British pioneer.
It was quite a breakthrough for a black woman artist of her calibre.
Bassey's primetime shows in the mid-70s showed how long it had taken for black performers to make their mark on television. By then, 3 decades had passed since the first immigrants from the Caribbean arrived at Tilbury Docks. Ironically, the black faces most frequently seen on television for 20 years were on the BBC's variety show, The Black and White Men.